Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, you will learn how to create and manage query groups within the Power Query Editor. In a previous video, I connected to an Access database file and loaded some queries. These are the queries on the right that are imported from a Microsoft Access database file. To open up the queries inside the Power Query Editor, I click on this Edit Queries option here, and that will launch the query inside the Power Query Editor. So this is the Power Query Editor, and you can see my queries listed here on the left hand side. So I've got 6 queries in total. Now you can create query groups to help you manage your queries. If you, for example, are working with a large data set, this area here might become a bit cluttered and make it difficult to manage your queries. Now you can help improve your queries by creating groups and then putting relevant queries inside each query group. That way it makes it easier for you to manage the queries. To create a new group within the Power Query Editor on this side where all the queries are listed, just right click and select New Group, and then you get this pop-up window to give the group a name. So I'm going to call this Dimension, and that's because a lot of the tables I have here are dimension tables. You can also give it a description if you want to. So I'll click OK. And then it creates another folder called Other Queries. I can just drag and drop. I drag and drop. You see it's saying it's got 2. I'll just drag and drop. I will drag and drop. And I will also drag and drop that. And I'll leave this one here inside this other group called Other. So you can collapse it. You can see it makes this area a lot more neater and tidy. So that way anytime you're working with queries, all you need to do is expand the folder and then work with whichever queries you want. You can also move the queries around just by dragging and dropping. So if you don't like the order that they are, it's easy to move them around. For example, you can move that to the top and just move them around to suit your purpose. Okay, so groups are very useful because they can help you organize the way your queries are displayed inside the Power Query Editor. There are other things you can do to a group as well. If you right click, you'll see the menu available. So if I right click this, you could copy a group, you could create a new query inside, you could ungroup. So for example, if you don't want it to be in a group anymore, you can ungroup things, you can delete a group, you can rename a group, and you can also move to a group. So there are different things you can do within a group inside your Power Query Editor. Anytime you make changes within the Power Query Editor, you can apply the changes by clicking on this Close and Apply. If you click on the drop down, there is an option here to apply. You can click Apply, and that will apply the changes you have made. Alternatively, you can also do Close and Apply. There's a drop down here that says Close and Apply. You can also do that, and that will apply and then close the Power Query Editor. So that's it for this video on creating and managing query groups inside the Power Query Editor. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.